Speak of the devil.
Man, shut down. Come on, party over. What you mean why I'm mad? Get the inside, man. Over. Party over, man. Nut ass, man. Come on, man. Party over, man. Shut this nut ass.
Joseline Hernandez, a name many associate with drama, confidence, and boldness on Love and Hip Hop, recently shared a shocking and deeply personal story that no one saw coming. For years, Joseline was known as one of the most fearless and outspoken personalities in reality TV. But behind the glamorous photos, flashy appearances, and public persona, Joseline was quietly enduring a nightmare that had stayed hidden from the public for far too long. In an emotional interview, Joseline bravely opened up about the abuse she suffered at the hands of her fiancé, music producer Balistic Beats. What initially seemed like a perfect relationship soon turned toxic, spiraling into both physical and emotional abuse. This marked the first time Joseline truly revealed the painful reality of her experiences, offering a glimpse into what happened behind closed doors. To the public, Joseline and Ballistic appeared to be the ideal couple. They regularly attended events together, posted pictures of their life, and shared their affection on social media. Their feeds painted a picture of a loving, happy couple. But as Joseline now admits, that image was far from the truth. What looked like a perfect romance was actually hiding a much darker, more complicated reality. Joseline remembers how the abuse started slowly and almost
Man, come on, man. What you talking about? Let's go. What's wrong with you, man? Come here. Yo, stop. Yo, you think this a game, man? I'm not playing with her, man. Stupid ass, dumbass on me.
noticed. Like many abusive relationships, it began with small arguments that quickly grew larger. There were times when Ballistic's temper flared over minor issues. At first, Joseline thought these outbursts were due to stress or misunderstandings. For years, Joseline Hernandez had been known as
What's wrong with you feeding somebody fruit? And then you telling the young boy, oh, don't tell nobody about what we did today, man. All this, man. Man.
Are you serious?
Yeah, you a nut, man. You not an example. You a nut.
What's
You
wrong?
a nut ass broad. That's what the was.
Are you kidding
Man,
me?
you disrespect me. I told you, treat me like a king.
What?
You don't disrespect me, man.
one of the most fearless and outspoken personalities in the world of reality television. She became a household name through her bold presence on shows like Love and Hip Hop, where her confidence and drama were often center stage. Fans saw her as a woman of strength, always ready to speak her mind and live life on her own terms. But behind the glitz, glamour, and public appearances, Joseline was enduring something far darker than anyone could have imagined. In a deeply emotional interview, Joseline courageously shared a personal and painful story that had remained hidden for years. She opened up about the abuse she suffered at the hands of her fiancé, music producer Balistic Beats. What initially appeared to be a perfect relationship began to unravel into a nightmare of emotional and physical abuse. For the first time, Joseline shed light on the true horrors that occurred behind closed doors, revealing the stark contrast between the public persona of their relationship and the reality of what she endured. Joseline recalled how the abuse started subtly. At first, it was hard to notice the signs. Small arguments would escalate quickly, and Ballistic's temper would flare over minor issues. She tried to brush it off, thinking it was just stress or a misunderstanding. After all, she had been through her fair share of controversy and drama in the public eye. This seemed like just another hurdle they could get over together. But over time, it became clear that this was no ordinary relationship problem. Something more sinister was unfolding. Emotional abuse became a regular part of their dynamic. Joseline described how Ballistic would belittle her with cruel words, insults, and constant criticism. His temper would get the best of him over trivial matters, and Joseline found herself on the receiving end of verbal attacks that left her feeling worthless and insecure. She started to question her own worth, and even began blaming herself for their arguments. Like many victims of emotional abuse, she grew isolated, slowly losing her sense of self. But it wasn't just the emotional abuse that took its toll on Joseline. As the relationship continued, things escalated into physical violence. One particular moment stands out as a terrifying reminder of how far things had gone. Joseline shared the painful details of the attack, describing how it left her broken, scared, and trapped. "I didn't know who I was anymore," she said. "The man I loved, the man I trusted, was no longer the person I thought he was. He was a stranger who could hurt me." The physical abuse was the breaking point for Joseline. It shattered her perception of the man she once loved and left, her questioning everything about her life. In the aftermath of the attack, Joseline was consumed by shame. She was scared, not just because of the violence, but because she feared how others would react if they found out the truth. Being a public figure, she knew that revealing the abuse could destroy her carefully crafted image. She feared rejection, judgment, and the loss of everything she had worked so hard for. Yet, despite all her fears, Joseline made the brave decision to speak out about the abuse. Opening up about her experience was not easy. Like many victims of domestic violence, Joseline struggled with guilt and shame. She questioned whether revealing the truth was the right choice. But over time, she realized that staying silent would only keep the cycle of abuse going, not just for her, but for others who might be suffering in silence as well. Her decision to speak out was an act of courage, not only for herself, but also for anyone who might be trapped in an abusive relationship. In her interview, Joseline emphasized the importance of recognizing the signs of abuse and seeking help. She spoke directly to those who might be in similar situations, encouraging them to break free and reach out for support. "You don't have to suffer in silence," she said. "You are worthy of love and respect. No one should ever make you feel small or hurt you." Joseline's bravery sparked a larger conversation about domestic violence, both physical and emotional, and the need to acknowledge and address abuse in relationships, especially in the world of celebrity culture, where appearances often take precedence over reality. Her story is a painful reminder that domestic violence can affect anyone, regardless of their status, wealth, or fame. No one is immune from the damaging effects of abuse, and the scars it leaves behind can be deep and long-lasting. Despite everything she's been through, Joseline is focused on healing. She is taking the necessary steps to rebuild her life, regain her sense of self, and move forward. As she continues on her journey of recovery, she remains committed to using her voice to raise awareness about domestic violence. Joseline knows that her story has the power to help others find the strength to escape their own abusive situations and seek the help they deserve. Her message is clear. No one deserves to be abused. Through her courage and honesty, she has become a voice for survivors, reminding us all that abuse in any form should never be tolerated, and that everyone deserves to live a life free from fear and pain. Joseline Hernandez's journey is not just a story of suffering, but one of empowerment. It is a testament to the strength of the human spirit and the power of reclaiming one's own narrative. By speaking out, Joseline has shown the world that, even in the darkest times, it is possible to find the courage to heal, speak out, and start over.